What does it look like for you guys to live our partnership in the gospel? Let me break it down. Each and every one of us should be looking for fruitful relationships in our lives. Relationships that push you forward spiritually. Relationships that challenge you, please hear this, to grow up in your faith. Relationships that challenge you to grow up in your service to the Lord. That inspire you to love God better, serve God better, be more faithful to His mission together. Relationships that have the freedom to ask you, are you knowing God better this week or this month than you were last month? And if so, how are you doing it? D.A. Carson, I believe it's on the screen here. You can look at it. It says this. He says, much Christian character is as much caught as it is taught. Can I say that again? Much Christian character is as much caught as it is taught. That is, it is picked up by constant association with mature Christians, modeling. It takes place all the time, whether we take it into account or not. Christian character is as much caught as taught. And so for application here, I don't want you to miss it. The application is not that we should just look to Timothy and Epaphroditus and seek to emulate them, but this should provoke us to pray for and pursue relationship with other believers who are further along in their faith in hopes and learning and growing from their work with God as you witness their lives, their relationships, their service, their devotion to God and His kingdom. Full transparency this morning. The people that I have found have the biggest problem in implementing this strategy in their walk with God are those people who are, a couple of things. One, are unteachable. They don't want to be taught, especially when it comes to things about their faith. Or secondly, they think they have arrived, so no one can teach me anything because I've been in church for 20 or 30 years. Or people who simply just don't have an appetite to grow up in their faith. And so let me encourage you here a couple ways. Firstly, don't let that mindset take root in your walk with God. Don't let that prideful posture take root in your walk with God. And here's how to avoid it. Join a group. Get to know people. Here's a novel idea. Invite someone for a cup of coffee every now and then, with the express purpose of asking them to hold you accountable to how you are getting into the Word. Not just with the express purpose of maybe giving you some guidance on your professional career. Yes and amen to that, but have relationships that are designed to push you to maturity in your walk with God. Have you been in the Word lately? Have you been praying? Have you been serving the Lord faithfully? Pursue, prioritize, and pray for these kind of relationships in your walk with God. And don't miss that Paul's going to go on to say that those kind of people who are living it out in a tangible, in a real way, those are the kind of people that we should honor in the church.